Hello everyone, in this video I will show you Paul Morphy's amazing game. In this game ends without any exchange of pieces. So Paul Morphy play with white pieces and Hampton H play with black. So Paul Morphy starts with e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, Italian game. Bishop to c5, b4, Evans Gambit. So Paul Morphy sacrifice his pawn. So black accept the pawn, and now you can see that threat is clear. c3 then d4. So Paul Morphy continue with c3, bishop to c5, and first Paul Morphy castles on king side instead of moving his pawn on d4. So black continue with d6, and now Paul Morphy continue with d4. E takes d4, c takes d4. And now black has to move his bishop. So black save his bishop on b6, knight to c3, knight to f6, e5, create pressure on knight, d takes e5, and here if Paul Morphy took this pawn, then black could exchange his queen. But Paul Morphy didn't take this pawn. So pause the video and think Paul Morphy's next move. So you can see that after capturing this pawn, this diagonal is fully open. So Paul Morphy continue with bishop to a3 and cover this diagonal. So black can't castle because of f8 square is covered by bishop. So if any square is covered where king go for castle, then castle can't possible. Even if this g8 square is free. So castle is possible when all squares are free, where king go for castle. So black couldn't castle. Bishop to g4, pin this knight. Queen to b3, and the threat is clear. So black support with bishop to h5. And finally Paul Morphy take this pawn. D takes e5, knight to g4, rook a to d1. Create pressure on queen. But these all squares are covered. And also this d file is covered. So queen has only two moves, queen to c8 or queen to b8. So black continue with queen to c8, e6, and the threat is clear. If black continue with any move, then e takes pawn and check, and after bishop takes pawn, bishop takes bishop is mate. So black remove this threat to continue with f6. And Paul Morphy continue with queen to b5 and create pressure on bishop and also pin this knight. So black save his bishop on g6, bishop to d5, and after bishop to d5, black resigned here because threat is clear. Pressure on knight. If black continue with bishop takes f2, then after exchange is bishop takes knight check, and the king has no mouse. So after b takes bishop, queen takes c6 check, and the queen to d7 is forced move. So after queen to d7, queen takes queen is mate. And also queen takes rook is possible. Then queen to d8 and queen takes queen is mate. And if black tries with knight to e5 to support his knight, but Paul Morphy could eliminate this knight. Then again bishop takes knight check, and after b takes bishop, queen takes c6 check, and the king has no mouse. So queen to d7 is forced move, and the queen takes queen is mate. And also queen takes rook is possible. Then after moving queen between queen and king, queen takes queen is mate. So after bishop to d5, black resigned here. So you can see that game ends without exchange of any piece. So what a game. Very silent game by Paul Morphy. Thanks for watching and bye for now.